Okay, so for the chapter 4 it's all about select and use of common business technology. Okay, so which business tool? Before a business tool can be selected, it is important to be clear and certain of the purpose of the tool. What are the objectives or outcomes that will result from using the tool? What do we want the tool to do? Also, what are the features or characteristics will be required? A laptop computer does not need a power supply, but most desktop computers do. For example, there is a significant difference in the camera that is designed to capture still images and one that is designed to capture moving images. There may be cases where a pager is a better solution than a phone. So you need to create a complete picture of all that is required from the tool in as much detail as possible. It is a matter of matching the requirements of the tool with the tools available. So there will be situations where there are none of the required tools in the register and management will have to decide if a purchase is warranted or, especially in the case of a one-off situation, a higher arrangement will be satisfactory. Now all tools require a training program. It may be a brief when collecting the tool, may actually require training course. So each tool will have some details that users need to made aware of. For some, the training will be extensive. To adequately understand the digital camera can require a few hours in training. Landline telephones have the ability to put people on hold, transfer calls, conduct conference calls, redial numbers, and maintain a contact list. Training may be as simple as how to turn the item on and enter the password. The business should develop a training plan for each tool. Okay, so a consumable is an item that the tools require to be able to function. A sufficient supply of consumables is important. Sources, stock levels, and order levels need to be recorded. Without the consumables, the tool will not function. Knowing where the consumables are is important. Knowing how to access them is important. Knowing which consumables are required is important. And ensuring adequate supply is also important. So in some cases, there are original brands and aftermarket brands. Decisions on which to purchase need to be considered. As with any business purchase, rules are required on who, what, and how much to buy. Okay, training. In all cases, the efficient use of any tool requires some training before the tool can be used efficiently and safely. The efficiency refers to the ability to achieve the desired results or outcomes within an acceptable time frame and a reasonable effort. Assume that a user wants to take a photograph from a digital phone and further assume that they have no training. The results could be anything in the time involved could be significant as they fumble and take pictures of fingers that cover the lens. So before a person is allowed to use a business tool, they must undergo some level of training and perhaps a refresher level of training for those using the same tool later to remind them that the first set of skills. So possible skills sets could be the facsimile. So we have the page up or down, a zero to the beginning of the number, and so on and so forth. We also have the digital camera, inserting batteries, inserting and removing memory card, transferring images to computer. Next is maintain technology. The business will need to determine who schedules the maintenance, as there is usually some flexible as to when it occurs. Undertaking planning as impose the least disruption to the business is desirable. Most tools require maintenance, which will require planning. Other maintenance will require an expert or technician. Repairs are often required to keep the tool functioning, usually unplanned, so there may be disruption to the business. Records need to be maintained as to how the damage occurred in case there is cost recovery involved. For the common skills, it forms the basis of determining the minimum training. So we have a question here. Consider mobile phone. What skills are required by every user? An answer is to add to contacts, make a call from contacts, make a call by dialing, email, or send SMS. This may be as simple as checklist and a few questions. Okay, faults. And every tool will have faults where something is not working as it should. It may be that the tool keeps working but not at 100%. The business needs a process to record the faults. If left unattended, they may result in serious damage to the tool. Where are the faults to be recorded? Who will check the list? Who will action the fault? Who has the authority to pay? These are all important questions. Okay, so that's it for the chapter 4. Thank you.